Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Hello, guys. On the behalf of all the executives of Loop Development Club, I welcome you all to this webinar, which is based on MERN stack, which is one of the stacks available out there for full stack development. And today, this webinar is going to be hosted by Shruti Panjwani. Shruti Panjwani, I welcome you. And
Thank you so much.
this is going to be an interesting webinar too, because at the age of 16 only she has got a quite good grasp of Munstack. So it's a good opportunity for you all to take her as your inspiration and learn the concepts which she is trying to tell you here. So Shruti, I pass on to you. You can start now.
Yeah, okay, sure. So let's begin with the slides about kickstart your journey as a MERN stack developer. So now I will start by introducing myself. So I am 16 years old, hustler, learner, explorer, front-end designer, and MERN stack developer. My passion for front-end and MERN enables me to work with many startup communities and freelance with many clients from different cities and countries. And my goal is not to be better than anyone else, but to be better than I used to be. So that was all about myself, about the speaker. And next, let's see what we are going to discuss today. So, what's today's agenda?
Actually, Shruti, I guess your screen is not shared if you are presenting.
Okay, yeah, wait a second. I'll share it. Is it shared now?
Yeah, yeah, it's shared.
Okay, let me start. Now you can see the screen.
Yeah, it's visible. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. So, first of all, I thank all the executives of the Web Development Society or the Developers Club in JNU for inviting me. It's a great pleasure to be here. So, let's start with the journey, how you can start with MERN Tech. So, first, I'll start by introducing myself. So this is about me. I am 16 years old, hustler, learner, explorer, and a front-end designer and MERN stack developer. So my passion for front-end and MERN enabled me to work with many startup communities and freelance with many clients from different cities and countries. And my goal is not to be better than anyone else, but to be better than I used to be. So that was all about myself. Now let's start with today's agenda, what we're going to discuss today about. So the first thing we're going to discuss today is why we should choose MERN stack. There are many stacks available in this world of active programmers, but why we should choose MERN stack as our development stack. So next we will talk about what is MERN stack. There's some details about MongoDB, Express, React.js, and Node.js, and how to actually get started with this. Then we'll see some React components which are predefined, which will make your work so easy to get started with. Then we'll see some of my personal projects and my experience that I have gained till now. Then we'll see some resources to learn and master MERN stack development and getting clients, my formula and a challenge through which you can get the clients very easily. Uh, Now let's start with why MERN stack. Why you will choose MERN stack as a development stack for your project. So we are living in an era where technology is changing in a blink of an eye. The development technologies for mobile app and web development has shifted from backend technologies like Java, PHP to front-end technologies like Node.js, AngularJS, and React.js. So, so we'll see the difference between four stacks. Like first is MERN stack. MERN stack includes React as a front-end development technology. The first is MongoDB, then Express, React, and Node.js. So it is a JavaScript stack used for the rapid development of software components. MERN stack is open source, which is I think so. It is developed by Facebook. You all know that maybe. And sorry, React is developed by Facebook. And MERN is an open source, which has a huge support from the global developers community. Then we'll see MEV stack. Now it uses Vue.js as their stack for the front-end development. It uses a single language JavaScript throughout the development. It is rapid and fast. The flexibility of Vue.js is an issue somewhere. Like if you are building large scale projects, then maybe the flexibility issue, like there are some of the limitations. Otherwise, it's good. And then we'll see Mean Stack, which uses Angular as their front-end development stack, and it is also uh, it is also good as Mav stack, but it but the maintenance of the application is an issue here. It contains a new set of libraries and frameworks, and there are frequent updates launched at a rapid pace, so which make this job a little bit tough for the developers. Then LAMP stack, which includes uh, Linux, Apache, MySQL, PHP, and all. So it is a classic and one of the oldest stack of technologies. Apache is now not considered as the highest performing web server, and MySQL database are getting less traction than NoSQL databases like MongoDB. So overall, we can say that every stack is good, but according to the current scenario, MERN stack is very good to go with. So is it clear till now, or should I go ahead?
Yes, Shruti, you can go ahead. We will have a small Q&A session maybe after your
Okay.
presentation.
Okay. Uh, then we'll see what is MERN stack and how to get started with this. So if the first thing in MERN stack comes, that is MongoDB and Express. Mongo is a database, NoSQL database, which uses JSON. And Express is a backend web application framework for Node.js, which is a web server. So let's get started with MongoDB and Express. So first here, we have a plain VS Code editor, and then we'll create a new folder here to get started with. Let's create a folder of setup. Okay, then we can open this folder in our um, VS Code. Yeah. So the first thing that we're gonna do in this is setting up the MongoDB and Express. So first we'll set up Express. So let's do npm init to set up the whole app, the whole web app.
Shruti, if possible, if you could just tell what actually NPM is, because most of the people might be really new to it.
Okay. So npm is a node, like we will install node.js first. Make sure you have installed this, and if you have downloaded the node.js, then only you can use npm. So npm is a package manager, and node.js is a JavaScript runtime. So if you have node.js, then you can use npm, and with npm you can manage all the packages to just install the packages, and then you can start working with them. So this was about Node.js that you can use. Then we'll do npm init to get started with any of the project if you are using MERN stack or any of the stack you are using. Or to install anything, we use npm install and then the package name we want to install. So let's do npm init and let's write the description here. And that's how when you init the npm, you got this package.json file with the setup. Now you have set it up your the first step. You have done the first step. Now the next step to do is npm install. We'll install some of the packages to get started with the Express. So first we need Express. So let's install npm install Express. We'll install Express. One more thing, we need Mongoose to connect it with MongoDB. Now you will be thinking, if you want to use MongoDB, then why will use Mongoose? So MongoDB is a database, but Mongoose is used to connect with that database. So we'll use Mongoose here. Then there is NodeMon, which is I'll tell you the usage of NodeMon afterwards. You will get it by and you will understand it very easily then. Then we will use config, which is used in the Express server. Yeah, this much for now. Let's install them. Yeah, so these are all the things that we need to set up. First, we will install this. This will cover up in the package.json file, and then we can start up with this. And if you talk about starting with the React, about the front end, then we need to do npx create React app and then the app name. So that all we'll do after the installation. I have this. I have already installed this here. You can see in the package.json file, we have config, express, mongoose, and nodemon. And we have these scripts here. Now let's understand what nodemon is. So if we'll use nodemon to start our server, then what does nodemon do is it updates automatically. We don't need to start the server again and again. It automatically updates. That's why we use nodemon. And we'll start this concurrently is something which I haven't used here, but yeah, I have just written here to show you all. Concurrently is something when you run npm run server and npm run test, which is a front end, and this is a backend. So to run front end and backend both at the same time, we use concurrently. Then we have this. If you are deploying the website to Heroku or something, any of the deployment platform like Netlify or Heroku. So this is for, you write this script for that particular thing. Then I have already created a React app here by the name test. Here is the app.js file with the hello. Now let's start this with npm start. Also, yeah. Now this is the Express setup which we do. Now the first thing comes in here is Express and DB. Now how to set up Express and DB. So this is Express. How we set up the Express? We require Express by installing it, and then we have this app.use express.json. We use express.json because we want to convert that on the whole application. We want to show that whole application in the JSON format. We want to test that application in JSON format. So we use JSON as that, and extended, we use extended to false because we don't want the that setup to be in a URL encoded form. We want it to be in a JSON form, which makes the readability very easily. This is for the production build. When we host a website or deploy a website somewhere, then we use this production. Otherwise, we don't use this here. It's just for an example. And then we are showing the port here, that the port is on 5000, and we are app.listen, which will listen to the port. app, what is app here? App is the express, that const app is equals to express, and we start the app by app.listen on the port number 5000, which we have mentioned here. So let's start the server. If you click on npm run server, it will start the server. Yeah, wait a second. We got an error that address already in use. That 5000 port is already in use. Because we have started this here, because of this, because we have installed this here, we have used somewhere. So let's kill the port. Now you actually got the idea that how you can start the server, and you got the idea that if it says address already in use, then what you're gonna do. So just do npx kill port 5000. This will kill the process in the port 5000, and then we can use the port 5000. Now process on the port 5000 has been killed. Now we're doing it here. Yeah. Now you can actually do it again. It will not show the error again. Yeah, now you can see server started on port 5000 and MongoDB is connected. Now where is MongoDB? Now let's see. We have connected the DB here, and we have required the DB from here, from the config folder db.js. Now you will see that we have used Mongoose here to connect it with the MongoDB. So that's how we use Mongoose, and we have used Mongo URI. Now what is this Mongo URI? We have this in default.json. This link we got from MongoDB. Now if you'll go to MongoDB and click on connect, you can connect it. Go to MongoDB Atlas. You can just connect, click on connect, and you can connect it very easily. So here we got this. Just wait a second. I think it's not logging in. We got this. So we are using MongoDB Atlas here to start with. Now we build a cluster. I have the cluster already built. You can click on create a new cluster and you can create a cluster to connect it. Now you want to connect it with your app. So just click on connect and you will receive this. Now you want to connect it with your application. So click on connect with application and you will get this URL. Just replace this admin123 with your username and password with your password, and replace the DB name with your database name. You can just copy it from here and you can create a Mongo URI here like this. Then you have db.js where you have connected this Mongo URI with Mongoose so that we can see here Mongo is connected. So that's how you set up MongoDB and Express in your web app, and you have got this. Next, let's go to the next step, which is React.js. So React is a front-end JavaScript library for building user interfaces or UI components. We are using React because it's a very fantastic framework, and it is used with Express Node and um, Express Node and MongoDB. So let's go to the test folder, which is a React app. When you go to this, we got this app.js. If we'll start this, then we will see hello. Um, okay, we need to start this, so we need to go to the test folder, cd test. First, create an app using npx create react app. Then go to the test folder, the name of the folder, and then click np and then write npm start, and it will start the folder. Let's wait for some time. It will start automatically in the Chrome. Make sure the server is on. We'll see some of the examples that we can use the predefined components in the next slide. Till then, let's see the next step, which is Node.js. Node.js is a cross-platform backend JavaScript runtime environment that executes the JavaScript code outside a web browser. Like if you're opening, we are using npm, which is a package manager for Node. So that's why we use Node.js with a munstack to run that environment, to run that, to execute that JavaScript code. Then we have deploy. After you have built the whole application, the whole web app, you can deploy it in any of the hosting platform. You can choose Netlify or you can choose Heroku. There are many platforms, but I'll prefer these both as I've used these both, and I just like this. So this is the Netlify, which you can use to host your platform, host your web app, or other one is Heroku CLI, which is also a hosting platform. I have hosted one of my web app in Heroku, which I'll show you soon. And I have never used Netlify, but I've heard of it that it is also very good. And Heroku, these both are very good for the development hosting platform. Okay, let's see if it has started. It shows starting the development server. It will start very soon. You can see here localhost 3000 is starting. Yeah, so you can now view test in the browser. So let's view. Here you got hello because we have app.js file and it is written hello in the fragment. But we want to see we want to make the app, so we want to make the routing in the React components. So we'll make different pages and then we'll connect it as a React router, and then you can route from one page to another page using a link. So let's see that in the next slide. So next we have predefined React components to make your work easier. So first is Material UI. Now what Material UI is? Material UI is something that you use to just implement that. You will just implement that and you will get that very easily. So here is the Material UI. Just click Get Started, and here you have all the docs. You can read it here. You can use any of the component you want to. You have the example projects here, you have the templates. So just search for the components. Suppose like you want alert to be shown. Just click on alert, and here is the alert. Simple alert. This will look like this. And if you click on the code, then you have this full source code to use with. Now, for this, you need to install Material UI slash core and Material UI slash lab. I have already installed this. You can see in the package.json file. The server has another package.json file which has config, mongoose, express, and all to go with the server. And this test folder has another package.json file which includes all the things that you want to use in your front end. So this is a Material UI slash core, Material UI slash lab, which you will need when you are using Material UI. So I have created the components here. Here it includes material.js. So let's create this material alert in our app.js and let's show it. So just first we need to import React app. First we need to create a React app. So let's create it by using this shortcut RAFCE. It will create this in the VS Code. That's why people love VS Code. It's so easy to use. And just import. You don't need the styles right now. You just need this alert because you want to show the alert. And these styles are for just like if you want to give the space somewhere. That's why. So we need to import the alert from Material UI Lab alert, and we will use it here to show it. So how we're going to use it is we just need to show this alert like this. Now, what kind of alert we need? We need the error alert, warning, info, or success. So we can just use these alerts here in your project, and then you will have the alert very easily. You can use it in any, like you use window.alert which shows upwards, but if you use this, then it's gonna go ahead like this. Now you cannot see anything here instead of hello. Why? Because in app.js you don't have that material file. So for that, first you need to show the material file here. So let's do routing. Now what routing is for? Routing is for to go from another page to the from one page to another page. So let's create the routing. First, you will need to import this browse router as a router, and then first you need to use router. Inside the router, you need to use switch so that you can switch from one page to another, and inside the switch you can route. So that's route which you use for routing from, and there you will give the path. You want to give the exact path. So if you'll just go path and you will give a slash here, then it will execute, this code will execute in the only in the first home screen. If you just use slash, and if you'll give any of the path here, then it will execute in that exact path. Now I'm going to give the component here. Now what the component is, you give it from Here you have given the name of the component as material. So here you will import material and then give the component. Let's import material from slash components slash material, because you have imported this from material.js. Now just use this component here and you are good to go. Now you can see it here that um, alerts, all the four alerts. Now you have used the material UI and you can see this in your home screen as you have used this slash here. Now the next thing, the next predefined React component is React confirm alert, which is so easy to use. If you're using window.alert or window.confirm, then instead of that, you want to use a UI component to show this nicely in your web app, then just use React confirm alert, which is an npm package, which is just install it and you can just use it. So I have already installed this. You can see in my package.json file, we have React confirm alert here to use it. And here, if you want to route the page, then you need to install React router down for the routing, which I have installed here. Um, React router down. Now you have created the material. Next, you have React confirm alert. You will install this and then you can use it. Now, how you will use it? This is the whole thing and the whole example of using it. So, what you just need to go, just go to make a new file, React confirm alert, to make a new page, make a new component to start with, and then name the component as per your comfort. Like I'll name it confirm. So that's how you will name a component, and then you can just import these both to start with. This is a confirm alert, and this is the CSS of that confirm alert, so that it will look nicer and as a UI component. And then we have used the function component here, but in function component, this won't work because this is a class component. Now, what is function component and what is class component? We have two components in our React JS. Function component is like we use hooks inside the function component. The React hooks, which does the work very easily. Then we have class component and we use state there, state and props. All you need to learn this using the resources that I'll give you after few slides. So let's first use this class component. You will use this class component and render it so that you can actually see what's happening. So just get ahead here. And now you have the class name here app, but you have confirm as your component. So you will use confirm, and this one is just you have to just import this. You have to just do this code, and then that much you are good to go. So now also you are not going to see this here because you have not imported into your app.js. So we will first import it in our app.js by the name of confirm that we have created in the earlier slide. Uh, and now let's create a route for it. Replace the component with confirm and make the route. Let's confirm. So this is a route. Okay. Uh, Now you are not going to see it here. Why? Because we have given it a path of confirm. So let's give it a path confirm, and then here is the button. There's a button we have in our return, confirm the dialog. And then if you click on this, this will submit this, and this will open, this will call this submit function, and this will open up the alert. So let's click on the confirm dialog, and here is our confirm to submit alert. Now, if you will make this using CSS and using the new and the custom things, then it will take so much time. But these predefined components are very easy to use. It will not going to take your time. If you want to click, if you're clicking on this, yes and no, it's showing the alert. But you want to remove this, just remove this using like this. Sorry, I removed this. Yeah, just remove this here and here. Now you will see yes or no. You can do anything on click of this yes and on click of this no. So this is how you use predefined React components which are already defined. You just need to import that and use that in an easy way. Now let's see next thing, which is React Strap, which helps us to use the bootstrap in the React components. Now you have used bootstrap in your uh, any of the app, but in your any of the HTML, CSS, or JS app or web app. So you can use a Bootstrap and React too. And how you're gonna use it? You need to install the React Strap. Let's see React Strap. React Strap is a Bootstrap library for React. Just do this and create a component by the name button. Sorry, it will show a conflict as a button because we will be importing the button in from React Strap. So just do this button so that it will not go with the conflict. Yeah, you need to install React Strap, just React Strap in your package.json file. Now I have this React Strap which is here, and then you can install React Bootstrap and only Bootstrap so that you can use the CSS of it. Otherwise, it will not show the CSS. Then you have to import this button from the React Strap, and you have to import this button. You have to call this button here so that you can actually see the that thing. But again, you are not going to see this because we have not imported it. Let's import buttons from components slash React Strap. Just make it a path as a React Strap, and use the component buttons so that you can actually see it. Let's give it a path buttons, and it will show up here. Oh, sorry, we have the path as a React Strap. That's why. Yeah. So we have got this button, but again we haven't got the CSS because it will show like this, but our output is like this. So what we're gonna do for the CSS is you will need to import the Bootstrap CSS. So we'll import Bootstrap slash test slash CSS slash bootstrap.css, and this will make this button like that. So this is how you can use Bootstrap in React. You can make a button, or you can just do whatever you want. Just go to components, and here you have everything. Like if you want to use batch, you can use the batch here. Breadcrumbs like this, you can use it. The drop down, you can use that. So you can use each and every predefined components. There are a lot of predefined components, but I have mentioned only four. So just for an example, and other the components you can use very easily. So the next component is React 3 Fiber, which makes the component 3D. So I am that's a big to start with. That's a big to code. So I will not code that, but I'll show you my site which I have created with 3JS React before. So let's open this site. But I need to stop this server because if it will shown, then it will not run. So I have stopped that server. Now let's on this server. First, let's stop this. Now let's start this server. Now see, this is a 3JS file. Here we have app.js, which contains React 3 Fiber. Now 3JS is a library. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, 3JS is a library which uses 3D components, and React 3 Fiber is the one we use with React. To show that to use that 3JS, we need to use React 3 Fiber and also 3. You can see in my package.json file, we have this. We need to use deri, which is also an npm package, lar, and react them obviously, and then react intersection observer, which is also from 3JS, react scripts, which is already there from the first, react spring, which is also a 3D component to use with react 3 fiber and 3. So this we're gonna use as to make the 3D application, to make the 3D components. So let's execute this code using npm, which is executing here, which have starting the development server. Will start very soon. So I think you have learned a lot till now about the predefined React components, how to set up MongoDB and Express, how to actually go with React, how to integrate all this in one app, how to start the server, how to start the React app, how to create React app. Now we'll see the last predefined React component, which is React 3 Fiber. So this is the one I have created using React 3 Fiber, which is 3D. Soon it will load. It's taking time. Yeah. Wait for a second. Yeah. It got loaded. So this is this moving, which is this moving component and this moving component. It's all created with React 3JS, which is a 3D component, which is so awesome to use. If you use this, then it will give attraction to your customers, to your visitors. Now, if you'll just scroll, it will show up the title and the whole moving side, the 3D component. This all is made using 3JS, that is React 3 Fiber. You can also see the file of 3JS. Just type in 3.js, which is a JavaScript 3D library. You can see here the examples of it, and you can use it in your, you can also use it in your HTML and CSS website, also in the React website, whatever you want to. So this is 3JS. Just see the examples or the docs. You will see a lot of 3D components. Like this is a 3D component. This all are 3D component. You can see any of these, like this one, which is a 3D component. There are a lot. Yeah, you got this. Where you will move your cursor, it will move like that. So this is also a very famous and a very popular React component which we use to make the website attractive. So these are the four React predefined React components. There are a lot of predefined components, but I have shown you just four. But there are a lot of like React Spring, React Reveal, which uses amazing animations and creativeness to show your React components very easily. So let's go to the next slide, the live demonstration of my projects. I will show you my top three projects I've worked on or I am working on. So the first one is 5x Prop, which is a real estate property project. I got this project when I was learning. Just 3 months ago, I got this project, and I'm still working on in some of its pages. So let's see this project here. So this one, I have not done the back end of this project, but I have done the whole front end of this project. The way it looks, the way it executes the code, the design of it, that's all I have done using HTML, CSS, JS, and Bootstrap. So this is all that I have made. There are a lot of pages inside this. If you'll go to the profile, it will say login form. If you will log in, there are a lot of pages inside this, or you can see the pages here also. If you click on this, you will see one more page which I have designed. There are many pages, approx 30 to 40 pages inside this website. Then the next project that I am working currently on is Let's Badminton, which is a badminton court booking project, which is made up of MERN stack and Redux, which I got from Australia last month only, and it was so interesting project to start with. First, I need to just stop this to show you that project. You can see all these. Now to show you that project, I need to stop this also. CJS. Yeah. Let's open up this badminton court project. Make sure you have on the server. So let's on the server and also the front end part. It will get started very soon. So since then, let's see my third project, that is Developers Cafe, which I have made last month only. And I have started a challenge on LinkedIn, which I'll tell you afterwards in the next slide. So let's see this project, which is from which I have started learning from Udemy courses, and I built this, which is kind of a social networking website. Let it load, and then it is of MERN stack and Redux, followed by a Udemy tutorial, which I'll tell you afterwards. That was my first MERN project to start with, a social networking site. If you click sign up, you have got this sign up form. If you want to log in, you can just log in here. If you don't have an account, you can sign up. Now let's log in by my ID. You can see this loader, that spinner, and then you have the dashboard by saying my name. If you log in with another name, you will have the name here. You will have that added profile thing. Wait a second, it's loading. Hmm. Then you have added profile. If you click on this, you have all the details. You can edit any of the detail here. If you want to add it dot 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 and click submit, you will have that thing here. And that's our new app starting. If you click on submit, you will have this here, and you'll go back. If you see the profile, you have this updated. Okay. You can add your experience, you can add your education as a form. You can see the posts here, posts which are from different people. You can see the developers here profile, that what are their skills and what who they are. You can also view their profile by clicking on it. If you want to click this, you can view their profile, their skill set, their bio, their education experience, and their GitHub repos as well. So this all is made with MERN stack. If you want to log out, you can log out and you will be in a login page. So this is my third project which I have worked on 1 month ago, and these both projects are the one I am working on currently. Now let's see this second one project which I'm working on from Australia. It's getting started. Check out. And server is on. MongoDB is also connected, and it also starts. So you got this. So that's the Let's Badminton, which is a badminton court booking project. If you click on sign in, you can just sign in. There are two portals here. One is user portal and one is admin portal. If you want to go to user portal, we'll go to user portal by this, because this person is not an admin. You can see the calendar here through which you can book a quote, a new booking through which you can book a quote, a wallet through which you can just change the picture, change your level, and change your. You can add money to your wallet using Stripe account and the dashboard. So this all is what we have in this project. And if you want to see the admin portal, currently we are working on it. It's not completed, but here you can see it. Admin portal, which is here, that user approval, where user can admin can approve the user. You can view any one of the profile here like this. You have booking, you have calendar, which your session is expired, login again. You have booking. We'll show here that's currently working on it, and the edit code. The code details are showing, and if you click on the code, you will see the details here. You can edit it. So that's how we have done the Monstack project of the Australia one. So this was all about the live demonstration of my personal projects, which I am working on currently. Now let's go to the next slide, which is resources to learn. The most important thing from where you will learn the whole month stack, which is big one. You'll take max to max 3 months to learn this, or if you're a fast learner, then 1 or 2 months is fine for it. If you'll give the whole month to it, then only. So the first resource is Month Stack Front to Back, which is by Brad Traversy, which is a paid course in the Udemy, which is an amazing course, you can say, to learn with. Just wow, I've loved this course. I have done a lot with this. This course is just awesome. If you want to do this, you can just do this course, which is a paid course, not at all. But I'll show you some more free resources to learn. So this one is a free resource by Free Code Camp, which is a non-profit organization, and you can see it this course in the YouTube, which is here. You can see this course here, the whole series. Wait a second. You can see this course, which is a free, and you can see it whole in the YouTube, which is an awesome course by Free Code Camp. The another resource we have is by Traversing Media, which is also a YouTube course and which is free. So you can also see this course here, which is the whole series, which has Learn the MERN Stack series, which is an awesome if you want to learn this. So these are the three resources that I have told you to learn MERN Stack. And there are many resources available on the internet. If you're going to find it, then there are a lot. Just learn and then grow. So the next steps to take as a MERN Stack developer. Now you have learned the whole MERN Stack. Not now, but you will learn the whole MERN Stack. Now after that, what you will gonna do? You have got some exciting opportunities out there. So first thing you're going to do is create a basic to advanced web application, then build a backend APIs integrated with React.js, learn context API and Redux. Now what context API and Redux is, they both are same, context API and Redux, but the only difference is that I think Redux is more quite good to use because context API dispatches all the components at one time, but Redux dispatches only one component at a time, or the one we have clicked upon. So just learn context API and Redux, learn about it more in using the Google search, and then make a solid LinkedIn profile. If you are not on LinkedIn, join the LinkedIn. It's awesome. You will gonna learn a lot there. Join LinkedIn and make a LinkedIn profile and create a portfolio website for yourself if you have learned the whole MERN stack. Then spread knowledge to other developers like I am doing now. I'm spreading the knowledge to other ones, those who want to learn, those who want to get started with that. Just spread the knowledge, join the startup and tech communities, grow your network, build a team, then do freelancing or get a great job or start your own business, whatever you want to. Next, the formula to get clients, which is a question I got a lot from many of the people in LinkedIn. So I'm going to answer this now, that the first point, the formula to get the client is learn. The first point here is learn. Learn to code. There are many resources available on the internet. The second one is build. Build a uh, build a network and build up projects. Gain the confidence by building bunch of projects. And then the third thing that you're gonna do is showcase your work. Now, how you're gonna showcase your work? There are many platforms. The first thing is LinkedIn, which is so much to showcase, which is a very fantastic platform. Now, how to showcase your work? The question comes here. So let's see in the next slide. Now it's a challenge time. A 30 days challenge. Document your learning journey by posting on LinkedIn, which I have done, and I got so many opportunities to learn, so many opportunities to gain experience, to gain confidence. Like this is an opportunity I'm speaking here. That's because of I've grown my network on LinkedIn using these challenges. I have started a 50 days challenge on LinkedIn, but you can start it with 20 days or 30 days challenge. I will recommend 30 days challenge to start with. Document your journey, document your learning journey. What you're learning, just post that in your LinkedIn and you're good to go. Just do it every day. Document your journey, and you can do it in any of the platform like LinkedIn, Instagram, but I will prefer LinkedIn as I have done, and it's very effective to go with. The next thing is let's connect. You can connect with me on GitHub, LinkedIn, Twitter, or Instagram, and that's my email ID. So you can just, this is the link to my GitHub account. Just follow me, just go to GitHub and follow me here. Go to my LinkedIn. You can go to my LinkedIn profile and just connect with me. And if you have any questions, just DM me and I will definitely answer those questions. And just follow me on LinkedIn. You can also see my posts on 50 days challenge. That's how you're gonna make your LinkedIn posts very nicer and grow your network. You can also connect with me on Twitter, which is also an amazing platform. so as LinkedIn is. And you can also connect with me on Instagram. Just follow me on Instagram, or if you have any doubts, just DM me here. So this all about myself, my journey, and the projects I have built upon, the things I have done till now. And there is more to go. This is not the end here. Now, thanks for listening with a great patience. I'm very thankful to each one of you, each one of the audience that you're that listening to me. Thank you so much for listening. And go and connect with me in any of the platform you like, and DM me if you if you wanna ask me anything, and just do that 30 days challenge. You're gonna love it. Don't forget to mention me. I would love to see the posts as well.
Thank you, Shruti, for sharing your experience with us. I
Yeah,
hope
thank you
that
so much. I hope you get that all, because I was not knowing that all are listening or not. I was just speaking, and that's why.
no, I'm sure that they have got the grasp of the concept you were trying to tell them.
Yeah. I hope I have done so well. I don't know that because I haven't got any feedback from anyone.
Okay, so now we can have a 5 to 10 minute Q&A session. So if
Okay.
anybody has any question, they can raise their question.
Yeah, they can actually.
People, if you have any questions, you can please write down in the chat box so that one by one Shruti will take them and answer your queries.
So yeah, I got the question. Using relay versus redux. Uh, Actually, I haven't used relay. I have used Redux much. I have heard of Relay, but I haven't used it any time, and I don't know about the Relay. But I love Redux. That's so easy to use with, and it's very nice. Instead of using Context API, you should choose Redux as the development stack. Next, can we get the presentation? Yeah, you can just go to the link I'm sending you here. Wait a second. Yeah, you can just go to this link I've sent in the message box, and you can see the presentation here. How to connect React.js to Node.js. You can connect React.js to Node.js. I have told you here, you don't need to connect it. You just Node.js is used to just install the packages, and then you can using npm, and then that's already connected. You don't need to connect. You just need to download the Node.js and then use it using npm. And React.js is a front-end library which you can use, and you need to connect the Express and MongoDB using Node. Node is to connect things. Node is not to just integrate with that. Yeah, so hope you have got your answer. And now next question is, how long should we assume to become a front-end developer? Like 3 months or more than that? To become a front-end developer, first thing you need to learn is HTML, CSS, which is the basic requirement of front-end developer. Then go with JS, jQuery, and Bootstrap, which will make your work easier. And Yeah, it's depend upon you that you can learn it on 3 months or what. I have started, I think so in May, May 2020, and I completed and I got the project in October or so from my client. So yeah, that much time is gonna take. The next question is how to deploy MERN project into custom domain and hosting. Custom domain. You can take the custom domain, just host it into Heroku or Netlify, and then connect it with the custom domain. And you need to buy the custom domain from any of the domain website like Namecheap or GoDaddy, which is very. So you can just connect that domain and hosting with your Heroku or Netlify hosting platform, and then you can connect the custom domain and hosting by just using these hosting and domain websites, GoDaddy and Namecheap. What you will prefer? Hope you got the answer. Then, can you please tell again about hooks? Hooks, React hooks are like you use the hooks like in a functional component, you use React hooks, but in a class component, you can't use hooks because it will show an error. React hooks are only used with um, functional component. Now, what are React hooks? So let me explain you. Hooks जो है वो एक बहुत न्यू फीचर है. It allows you to use state, like you use state in your class component, but if you want use state in your function component that you can't use, so you can use it using the hooks. ये hooks जो है they are a functions जो React स्टेट के साथ ज्वाइंट होते हैं, वो क्लासेस के अंदर वर्क नहीं करते हैं. React hooks doesn't work inside the classes. They only work outside the classes, like in functional components. So these are React hooks which work as a state. Next, if I create a login form and then I want to register my data into MongoDB, what will I do? Yeah, you don't need to do anything. You have connected your MongoDB to it. You have created your cluster. Now the whole work of storing that data will MongoDB do. That it's up to MongoDB. You don't need to do anything. You just need to connect the MongoDB, and you have created the login form. And then just create a login form. Click an on submit function, on change function into every input field, and then you can just register. If you click on the register button, it will submit the data automatically to the MongoDB because it is connected. You will see the data in the collections of MongoDB. Let me show you one more time. Wait a second. I'm showing you the collections here. Uh, Let me share my screen again. Yeah. Now, if you'll go to MongoDB Atlas, yeah, this I think you can see my screen.
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Yeah, here is the cluster that I've created. Now you want to see the collection which is in the MongoDB. So you can just click on collections. It will open up the database collections, and you can see here that you can see bookings, you can see codes that I have showed you my project. This one, you can see the ID. This ID is automatically created by MongoDB. You don't need to do anything. You just need to connect the MongoDB. This ID will automatically created. And then this is the code name. Well, it means every thing here is connected with MongoDB. You just need to connect, and you will see everything in your collections tab. You can see here everything. You can remove any of the collection tab. You can remove any of the um, user from here, or you can add it. You can add it anything from here. You can just copy it or you can share it. Anything. So that's how you use MongoDB. Next question I got: how did you get that opportunity from Australia? Okay, which is a question I got from many of people. I got that opportunity because of my network. I've built the network, I've grown my network using that 50 days challenge that I've done in the last month, sorry, October last year. In the October, I've started my 50 days challenge, and it got completed in the first week of December. And afterwards, I have got so many opportunities that I can't speak about. This is one of the opportunity. I got a project from UK which I haven't started yet, but yeah, I will start it from the next month or so. I've got the opportunity from Australia. I've got the opportunity from Noida. I've got an internship offer from Mumbai. So these opportunities you need to create it using your hard work. So the formula is just learn, build, and then showcase your project, showcase your work. That's the way to go ahead. Just showcase to the people. And then Angular and Vue are HTML compatible. Can we write React components using HTML other than CSS? Yeah, you can write the React inside the return component. You can write the HTML. It will run. There are no issues with that. But you can also use JSX if you can. For the large scale projects, you should use JSX because HTML will run, but there will be the issues afterwards in the large scale projects. So yeah. Then next is how many hours did you give daily? Did it cause daily routine or something like that? I give. I mean, I'm in class 11th now, so I also need to study. So I gave it maybe 4 to 5 hours to learn anything, or means to learn anything like this daily, and then afterwards I used to study. But my study um, is also not continuous, not daily. But yeah, I give according to the projects I get, according to the work. Mm, I give it like 5 to 7 hours. Then also, is MongoDB Atlas free, or what is the, yeah. Um, MongoDB Atlas is free for now, but if you for the limited users, if you have a lot of users, like in a big what to say, in a big project or a large scale project, then you need you need to pay something or like that. So it's restricted after some time, but now for now it's free. Also using Compass. I haven't used Compass yet. I just know about the MongoDB Atlas Cloud. I don't know what's that for. I haven't read that yet. Yeah. So hope you have got the answer. Next, cluster is basically a database. Yeah, cluster is something which has everything inside, like which has the data inside. It's like a database. Yeah. You can connect the cluster, or you can show the collections and all that I've showed you here. Next is, so Shruti, let me ask you one thing. If you know that this is what you want to do, then what will you do, rather engineering or full stack bootcamp, and say 4 years? Um, I have, as I got so many questions from people that why you have taken commerce in your 11th standard. I'm in 11th standard. I have taken commerce, and so many people do me like, you want to do IT, then why you have taken commerce as your subject? You would have taken PCM, and that would follow. The opportunities will follow. But I think I don't like. PCM. I don't like physics and chemistry basically. I like maths, so I have taken the maths with the commerce and IT also. So that's why I haven't taken PCM, and I don't want to do engineering kind of thing. From the from the first only, I never wanted to do engineering. I have thought of to do BCA and MCA from a best college, and yeah, that's what I have thought till now. Or maybe the decision can change after 1 year or two. I don't know where I'll be after 1 year or two, so it can change. So for now, I have thought of BCA and MCA, and we'll look for the. I've also wanted to start a startup, so we'll also look for the idea and start it very soon. Um, Rather than doing BCA, MC in India, to be fact, you also know they are just give theory knowledge. Uh, you also know. Yeah, they just give theory knowledge. No, I don't know about that. That they just give theory knowledge. Mm, try to work in a startup. Yeah, I had the idea before, but I started the idea without any planning and anything, and it got failed last year only. And I have another idea to start with, so I will just plan for that very soon. Any plan for teaching on Udemy or YouTube? Okay. So I don't know if you all have liked this or not. I was just speaking, and speaking. I don't know any one of the feedbacks, so I don't know I am good to teach or to be available on Udemy or YouTube. But till now, I don't have any plans for teaching. But yeah, maybe it can be afterwards. It would be so fascinating. Just find some mentor and trust the process. Yeah, of course. Uh, I'll soon find the mentor and will start working on my startup from now on. Yeah, any more questions to you or it's okay?
I
I
guess
think we are
this
done.
was, yeah. So I guess this is done, and thanks a lot, Shruti, for your precious time. And this was a
Yeah,
great webinar. I won't say it's a webinar. It was like a workshop sort of thing because you had shown practical experiences how
yeah,
to run
okay.
from scratch. So basically, in
Yeah,
webinars, people just give slides. So you have shown everything. So this was really nice,
yeah,
and
thank you.
people that people, especially the first years, and also people who don't know, they would be quite motivated through your talks. And you have also shared the PPT, and so they in the chat group of our club, they were regularly asking questions. So I
Hmm.
have also clarified them, and also we will be sending a feedback form to them, not now, maybe if possible. I'm not sure because we are just doing it. So if
Okay,
any feedbacks I would receive, I'll send it to you personally.
thank you so
And so
much. Yeah,
thanks a lot, Shruti, for this. So I think this is the end of this webinar. So also to the participants, thanks a lot for joining. It was due to
yeah,
you all and your interest in this that we were able to conduct this webinar, and we will also have these webinar sessions in the future for you all. We will be having some other webinar on this 17th, that is 1 week from now, on bagging internships from one of my friends. He is really placed at a good company, so this would also be open to all. So thank you, Shruti, and everyone. And I
yeah.
would
Thank you
request
so much.
people, yeah, thanks a lot, Shruti. And I would also request people from our club to stay here for an informal talk just after everyone leaves. This is just for the loop members. So thank you, everyone.
Yeah, bye.
Hello, bye bye.
Thank you. Good,
And
good
also,
luck.
Shruti,
Yeah,
we would be uploading this recording on our YouTube channel, and also be sharing a drive link with you also. And also, once it gets uploaded, maybe
okay.
in a couple of days, I'll send you the link on
Okay, sure.
YouTube.
I would love to see that. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.